Hi there, welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. My name is Lynn, and I pulled us a daily card, and the card that came out is Walking Away, number 27, and it came out reversed. If a card comes out reversed, it just means you're getting extra protection. So let me just read you what the message is, and then we'll summarize it here. So this card reversed signals that you may be feeling very stuck in some present situation or location. There may be a job or a relationship that no longer resonates with you, yet out of habit or perhaps fear, you allow yourself to stay when it might be healthier to consider walking away. Habit and familiarity are compelling forces, often causing people to ignore their intuition and even dishonor their genuine feelings. This is a time of honest investigation. Consider all of the factors in the present situation. Perhaps the timing isn't quite right, and there may be some purpose in staying a little while longer. Don't deceive yourself about your motivations, however. Fear-based decisions don't often work out in your highest interests. You also may be stuck in a long-term personal habit or unhealthy pattern. Be aware that you always have the option and the responsibility to let go of any thought or behavior that no longer honors you. Whenever you walk away from negativity, you always move toward greater happiness. The affirmation with this card is, it is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all of my options and then take action on my own behalf. Okay, so something is ready to change, but part of you is still holding on. Okay, instead of representing someone leaving or moving on, when it comes out reversed, it's asking, why are you staying, or why are you afraid? What are you afraid will happen if you let go? Or it could be, are you staying because it truly serves you or because it feels familiar? So you may already know what needs to change. Deep down, your intuition has likely been giving you nudges for a while, but something keeps pulling you back. That something could be fear of the unknown. Maybe you hope things will suddenly improve. It could be guilt, loyalty, comfort, habit, uncertainty about what comes next. This card isn't criticizing you for staying. It's bringing awareness to the fact that your soul may be further along than your actions are. Okay? Think of it like standing at an open doorway. The door is unlocked. The path is clear, but you're standing with one foot inside the old room because leaving it feels scary. And walking away reversed doesn't always mean leaving a relationship. It can represent holding on to an old identity or outdated beliefs, emotional pain, resentment, disappointment, a job, unhealthy patterns, people-pleasing, fear, expectations, a version of life that no longer fits. Maybe ask yourself what feels impossible to let go of. You don't have to force yourself to walk away today, okay? But you do need to be honest with yourself. You can ask yourself, are you pretending to be okay? Or what keeps draining your energy? What keeps repeating? What are you waiting for? And if nothing changed, would you still choose this a year from now? Okay, these questions reveal what this card reversed is trying to highlight. Okay, fear can disguise itself as patience. Sometimes we tell ourselves, I'm waiting, but we're actually avoiding. Sometimes we might say, I'm giving it one more time, but we've already received the answer. Sometimes we say, I'm not ready, but the truth is, we're afraid. And this card invites compassionate honesty. Stop waiting for certainty before taking the next step. You don't have to know exactly where the path leads. You only need to know that your current situation isn't allowing you to grow. Growth almost feels uncertain before it feels exciting. Spiritually, this card can reflect resistance to your own evolution. So your soul may be asking you to level up, but leveling up usually requires releasing something. So you might have to release limiting beliefs or old emotional wounds, toxic dynamics, self-doubt, control, perfectionism. It's less about loss and more about making space. If we're talking about relationships, okay, if you're thinking about a relationship, this card doesn't automatically mean leave. Instead, it's asking if both of you are growing. Are you staying out of love or fear? Are your needs being honored? Are you ignoring your intuition? Have you already accepted less than you deserve? Sometimes the advice is to leave. Sometimes it's to stop abandoning yourself while trying to save the relationship. That's an important distinction. And if we're looking at this card in regards to your career, it could be saying you may know you're ready for something different, yet there's thoughts that are going through your head like, what if I fail, or what if I regret it, or maybe I should stay a little longer. But this card encourages you to prepare for change instead of endlessly postponing it. With regards to personal growth, this is often one of the strongest meanings. You've likely outgrown a previous version of yourself. Old habits don't fit anymore. Old coping mechanisms don't work anymore. Old beliefs feel restrictive. Your higher self is encouraging you to trust the person you're becoming instead of clinging to who you've always been. And every reversed card has a shadow aspect. So this card in the shadow aspect could be asking you to notice whether you're avoiding difficult conversations or avoiding grief or afraid of disappointing people. Maybe you're seeking outside validation, or you're hoping someone else will make the decision for you, or you're repeating cycles because they're familiar. Awareness is the first step towards change. This card is actually hopeful. It doesn't say you've missed your chance. It's telling you that the door is still open. The opportunity is still available. Your next chapter hasn't disappeared. But eventually you'll have to choose movement over hesitation. Okay? So over the next few days, you might find it helpful to notice where your energy feels heavy versus light, and pay attention to recurring thoughts or situations because they may be showing you what needs your attention. And ask yourself if fear wasn't making the decision, then what would you choose? Take one small action toward what feels healthier or more aligned, even if you can't make a big change yet. You don't have to have the entire plan figured out. Just small, consistent steps can build momentum. So you may already know what needs to change. The challenge isn't a lack of answers. It's finding the willingness to trust yourself enough to move. So this card is encouraging honest self-reflection rather than rushing into action. It asks whether you're holding on because something is genuinely right for you or because it's familiar. And by answering that question with honesty and compassion, you can better understand what your next step might be. So trust yourself and let go of what's keeping you stuck. Thank you so much for letting me channel this message today. I'm sending you lots of love and strength. Take good care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.